Hello students, I do hope that you all are keeping yourself fit and fine. As you all know that we are studying the first chapter of history, the French Revolution. Today I am here before you with certain topics which we will discuss it one by one. Let us move towards our first topic. The role of women in France before the Revolution. The French Revolution started on 14th July 1789, but we will discuss what important role women played before the French Revolution. I mean to say during the old regime, old rule. Women played a very significant role in France before the French Revolution. They played an active role and brought about important changes. During the old regime, most women worked to earn a living. They worked as seamstresses, flower vendors, fruit and vegetable vendors. In order to discuss and voice their interests, women started their own political clubs and newspapers. The Society of Revolutionary and Republican Women was one such club formed by women. During the old rule, women were not treated equally in the society. They were not a part of the society in a sense that they were continuously denied from political, economic and social rights. Women during the old regime were not allowed to vote. They were supposed to remain inside the home, do all sorts of household activities which was meant for women to do. They were not allowed to do outside work, but women of France did not stop. They kept themselves outside the home and they started doing different types of work. For example, they started doing the work of flower vendors, they started selling vegetable products, and in order to discuss and voice their interest, women started their own political clubs and newspapers. It means that they were continuously denied from their political, economic and social rights. In order to achieve these rights, they started taking the help of the newspapers. They started forming political clubs, and one such club which they formed was known as the Society of Revolutionary and Republican Women. This was a very popular club which was formed by the women of France. Our second topic is the philosophers who influenced the thinking of the people of France. The philosophers who influenced the thinking of the people of France. Number A, philosophers such as John Locke and Jean-Jacques Rousseau put forward ideas demanding a society based on freedom and equal laws and opportunities for all. Number B, in two treatises of government, John Locke sought to refute the doctrine of the divine and absolute rights of the monarch. Number C, in the spirit of the laws, Montesquieu proposed a division of power within the government between the legislative, the executive and the judiciary. Let us discuss one by one. Number 1 point says, philosophers such as John Locke and Jean-Jacques Rousseau, they put forward ideas demanding a society based on freedom. They wanted that a society should be based on freedom and equality. It means that equal laws should prevail throughout the region and equal opportunities should be provided to all. B point. In two treatises of government, John Locke sought to refute the doctrine of the divine and absolute rights of the monarch. Means John Locke was not in favor of absolute monarchy. He did not want that all the administrative power should be concentrated or should be centralized in the hands of monarch. He wanted a society where equal opportunities and equal laws will be provided to each and every citizens. Number C. In the spirit of the laws, Montesquieu proposed a division of power within the government between the legislative, the executive and the judiciary. Montesquieu was in favor of dividing the administrative power among the three main organs, that is the legislative, the executive and the judiciary. So these are the thinking of the philosophers relating to the French society. Third one is impact of French Revolution on France. What was the impact of French Revolution on France? Number one, French Revolution marked the end of absolute monarchy and paved the way for the republican government. Number two, it also helped to uphold the theory of democratic principles. Third, the slogans of equality, liberty, and fraternity became the watchwords of freedom loving people all over the world. Feudalism and serfdom were abolished and the power of clergy curbed. People were given the right to vote during the Jacobin rule. Number 6. Napoleon reformed legal system by reorganizing it and brought a progressive legal system. It means that after 1789, one after another, many changes took place in the French society. People of France were not in favor of absolute monarchy. They did not want that absolute monarchy should go on continuing in France or other regions of Europe. They wanted equality, liberty, and fraternity to be established throughout the regions of France. So, one after another, revolt started. People from different regions started demanding their rights. For example, women started demanding their right to vote, and many changes took place. After that, in 1804, Napoleon Bonaparte came with came with certain codes which we come to know as the Napoleonic Code. In this code, he made many administrative changes, and administrative changes were not only for the bigger people but for the common man as well. The merchants, the artisans, the small traders, small businessmen, they were all benefited from the code which was formed by Napoleon. Napoleon started making a changes in the society by taking the help of modern development. Here modern development means he wanted to make a society which should look and move ahead very fastly in order to make a society a better society. So one after another, Napoleon make many changes not only in administrative field but also in transport and communication systems. So feudal systems were abolished, serfdom were and manorial dues were abolished, guild restrictions were removed, and many businessmen and peasants were given different types of rights in order to do their work. I hope that you have understood what I mean to say, and you go through the topics one after another and study it. Thank you.
Good morning, students. As you know that we are studying the first chapter of history, the French Revolution. In the previous session, we have done many theoretical questions and covered many topics. Today we will practice map. So let us begin. On the screen, you can see the outline map of France, where certain places are marked as A, B, C, and D. So before we start plotting the places, let us look at the questions. Items A, B, C, and D are shown on the outline map of France. Identify these items with the help of following information and write their correct names on the lines marked on the map. A is a place where fortress prison was stormed by the people in 1789. Here you have to write the name of the place. As you already know that French Revolution started on 14th July 1789 and the fortress prison Bastille was attacked by the people. This incident took place in Paris. So this is the location of Paris, and Paris is the capital of France. Here you have to locate Paris. B. A port of France related to slave trade. Before 1848, especially during 17th century, slave trade was very much popular in France. People from Africa, that is people from African origin who were called Negroes, they used to be brought to Europe and they used to be sold by the sailors in different European markets. So during 17th century, slave trade was very much prevalent in France. We have to name the place from where the slave trade was started, and the answer is Bordeaux. This is the location of Bordeaux. C. The national anthem of France got its name from the name of this place. The national anthem of France got its name from the name of this place. What is the name of the place? The name of the place is Marseille. Marseille. This is the location of Marseille. Number D. Center of Peasants Panic Movement. Center of Peasants Panic Movement. Thousands and thousands of people, they moved to Paris and they were in anger and they wanted to show their anger before the mighty absolute monarchy rule. So these people from this particular place migrated to Paris just to show their revolt against the absolute monarchy. And the name of this particular place is Nantes. The name of this particular place is Nantes. This is the location of Nantes in D. Now, yes, this is the location of A. Paris, B. Bordeaux, C. Marseille, and number D is Nantes. Thank you.